May we all rise and honor the bride. This is a very special occasion in joining Duhe and Hak in the union of marriage. Hak, you may now receive your bride and stand side to side. Perfect. And the two of you have each had a separate path that led you to this very moment. And that's what the unity candle will represent later on in the ceremony. How your two individual lives will now become one through marriage. Thank you, and you may be seated. Now, if there's a few things that I hope would carry along its way with the two of you throughout your journey together, it would be for you both to always be willing from the heart to listen, learn, and to love. And by that I simply mean for you both to always be willing to listen to one another. What it is that they have to offer, and what makes them feel whole and complete and part of this relationship. Because after all, they just may be the voice of reason. And secondly, is the ability to learn. No matter at what point in time, always be willing to learn whatever it takes to help the other fulfill every desire, every wish, every dream and goal that they may have. And lastly, but most importantly, is the ability to love. To love one another unconditionally. Which means no strings attached. It's an ongoing love. And this is the type of love that I hope the two of you would wish to express to one another each and every day. Keeping in mind, Hak, that her happiness will always be far more important than your own. And also, Duhe, that Hak's happiness will be more important than yours. And the reason for that is, with that in your minds and in your hearts, I have no doubt that your lives together will be everything that you want it to be. So with that said, sir, I'll ask you first. With your presence here today, alongside Duhe, do you take her as your wife and promising to love,
Yes.
honor? Thank you, sir. And Duhe, with your presence here today, do you take Hak to be your husband?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. If I could have your bouquet. If the two of you would please turn and face each other and hold each other's hands. Now, as you look into each other's eyes, you will see the very reason of what brought you here today, proving that at this moment, there is no one more important than who stands before you. So, Hak, as you look into her eyes, I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Hak, take you, Duhe,
I have take to her
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I will always be there for you,
I am always there
for you,
for you.
through good times
Good time,
and bad times,
bad time,
whether we are rich
or
or poor,
rich or poor,
sickness
sickness,
and in health,
health,
through laughter
laughter,
and tears.
and tears.
I will love
I will love
and cherish you.
and cherish you.
I give you
I give you
my promise.
my promise.
Thank you. Now, as you look into his eyes, I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Duhe, take you, Hak,
I, Duhe, take you, Hak,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I will always stand beside you
I will always stand beside you
through success
through success
and misfortune,
and misfortune,
through the joys
with joy
and sorrows
and sorrow,
of life,
life,
in sickness
in sickness
and in health,
and heart,
through laughter
to laughter
and tears.
and tears.
I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Now the rings that I have here, it will seal this commitment. They're not only tokens, but symbols of the very love and devotion that the two of you are expressing here today. And my hope is that in each and every day, with the two of you wearing these rings, may they constantly remind you of that promise and that pledge that you've just made to one another. And in time, the rings themselves may lose beauty, but I hope that the two of you would not only value, but take honor in wearing these rings for what they truly represent. And through your friends and family, the beauty will shine through you both. And the two of you will always remain a wonderful example to all. So, as you take her ring, as you place it upon her ring finger, if you would please repeat, with this ring, I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving husband. And I am so honored to call you my wife. Do it. As you place the ring upon his ring finger, if you would please repeat, with this ring, I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving wife. And I am so honored to call you my husband. Now the two of you step over to the unity candle and step behind it. As I mentioned earlier, the two of you have each had separate paths that led you to this very point. And it's the individually lit tapers that are representing your individual lives. And in lighting the center candle, you will not only be uniting yourselves, but that of your families as well. So I'll ask for the two of you to take a hold of your individual taper, and if at the same time you could light the center candle. Oh no, the tape with your...
No.
This one's...
Oh.
So you can light that at the same time, which is also symbolizing the creation of a new journey with new memories. And I'll ask for the two of you to step in front of the unity candle on the podium. Your bouquet. Abdu and Hawk, if you love someone, you be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You will always stand beside them. You will always love and trust them. And you will stand your ground in defending them no matter what. Now this is a short saying I'd like to leave with the two of you. I think it's fitting for marriage. And it says, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead. But walk beside me as a friend. Because after all, throughout your journey together in marriage, that is what the two of you will be constantly building on, is a deeper, richer, stronger friendship built upon the foundation, your wonderful relationship that the two of you already have. Now it certainly has been a joy to be part of the celebration with you both. And now the 22nd of December, a day for you both that will now mark your anniversary. In the presence of friends and family, as witnesses, the two of you have each showed your intentions by the exchanging of your vows and the exchanging of your rings. Therefore, with the authority vested in me by the state of Nevada, it is my honor and my privilege to now be able to pronounce you as husband and wife. Hawk, you may now kiss your wife, sir. Of the the two of you turn and face your guests and the photographer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Kim, the newlyweds. Congratulations.